Hello, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. We are at part 2 of the Hassani Campbell case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. Jennifer and Lewis had an off again and on again relationship as of late. They had been on for the most part and they were engaged. Various reports of domestic violence incidents came to light surrounding the couple. On at least one occasion that we know of, Lewis left 5-year-old Hassani and his 1-year-old sister Aaliyah alone in the home without any supervision while he went and ran an errand to the bank. Perhaps the worst thing investigators were able to find were text messages. On July 31st, 2009, 10 days prior to Hassani's disappearance, Lewis sent angry text messages to Jennifer saying that he was going to abandon Hassani on a BART platform. He would later say he never really meant what he said in anger. If you're not familiar with BART, it's the Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's our version of the subway system. Regardless of those texts, Child Services claimed they never had an issue with Hassani's caretakers and even noted that they were persistent in caring for his medical needs. However, after Hassani's mysterious vanishing, 1-year-old Aaliyah was taken into protective custody. Police impounded Lewis's BMW. Search warrants of their home was executed, and that those findings have never been publicly revealed. Investigators spoke to friends, family, and neighbors who all said they had not seen Hassani in 2 weeks. Police were able to obtain footage from a Walmart in Fremont that shows Hassani alive and well on August 6, 2009. This was the last time anyone other than his foster parents saw him. After Lewis failed his polygraph miserably on August 13th of 2009, Jennifer refused to take one at all. She said that she was afraid of hurting her baby because she was pregnant. 18 days after Hassani's disappearance, his caretakers were arrested on suspicion of murder. They hired John Burris and were released on August 21st and September 1st after the district attorney decided that there was not enough evidence to file charges against them. They maintained their innocence, although they remained prime suspects in Hassani's disappearance. Lewis and Jennifer broke up within a year and moved out of Fremont. Jennifer gave birth to a healthy baby girl in November of 2009, and by March of 2011, Lewis had been living in Maryland. A $75,000 reward is being offered for information leading up to an arrest in this case. Some investigators have publicly admitted that they don't believe Hassani ever made it to Rock Ridge on that fateful day. Hassani was in special education at James Lech Elementary School. Not only was he born with cerebral palsy and wears braces on both of his legs, but the fact that he was only 5 years old makes it all so confusing as to why he would go missing to begin with. Even more confusing is how no one saw this alleged abduction on a sunny, clear sky day and time in a very heavily trafficked area. Hassani went missing in a commercial area, and the building where it happened has apartments that have front and back entrances, as well as various other businesses and restaurants. Bay Area true crime legend Henry Lee, in the aforementioned interview, asserts that Hassani's case is not a missing persons case, it's a homicide case, and that police are looking for his body but have no idea where he is. Nancy Grace featured this case in March of 2011, and she asked Henry Lee about Lewis's account of what happened, and this is what he had to say. And also, every time mention Henry Lee, it's not going to be without saying how he's an icon, a Bay Area true crime legend, and a reporter here in our very own Bay Area. I just ordered his book, Presumed Dead. I'm very excited to read it. So now let's get back to our story. He goes on to say he made some kind of potentially convoluted statement that he had pointed his BMW in a specific part of the street, go around and tell Jennifer Campbell at the shoe store, hey, I'm here. But that in between, he is suggesting to police initially that Hassani was either kidnapped or somehow walked out of the car on his own. But police are telling us from day one they don't believe Hassani ever made it to Oakland.